So the next question is we need to write a SQL query which can find the employees who earn more than their managers. So we can see that we have a table called employee and there are three columns in it. First is the employee ID, the list of all the employees, let's say in a team, in a given team. And column B is a salary. So what is the salary of each of the employees? And in the third column, manager ID is basically their manager ID. So we can say that for employee ID 1, their manager ID is 2. So this particular guy is the manager of employee ID 1. Similarly, for 3, the manager is 2. For 4, employee ID 4, the manager ID is 2. So for each of the employee ID, we are given the salary. So we need to write a SQL to find the employees who earn more than their managers. So the way we can do or the way we can approach this problem is, first let's find out the distinct managers and their salary. So we can see in the third column we have around 4 or 5 managers, manager ID 1, 2, 6, 15. And let's create a sub table or a temp table which will store the IDs of all the manager and their respective salary. For example, this manager ID 2 salary is 5,000. Similarly, for manager ID 6, this 6, so we can see in this column is $6,000. So we will create this kind of a temp table or a subquery through subquery, and then join this temp table with our main table based on the manager ID. And then we will display the records where employee salary is greater than the manager salary. So let's see how can we do in the SQL. So let's quickly see how the data looks like in a table, in a SQL table. So I just ran the query and we can see that there are 15 rows are there. So the first column is employee ID, second column is a salary, and third is a manager ID. So as we discussed, first what we will do is to find or create a sub table which basically store the manager ID details and their respective salaries. So the way we will do is, let's say select employee underscore ID, and let me type the table name as well so that its column name can be populated automatically. And then we'll basically store their salary, and then we will put a where condition, where employee underscore ID in, and then select of distinct manager underscore ID from this particular table. And let's see how this table output looks like. So when I ran it, we can see that there are 4 managers are there with IDs like 1 to 6, 1, 2, 6, and 15, and that is their respective salary. So the next step would be to join this table with the main table what we have. So the way we will go is select from this table name, and then I'm putting as A, then left outer join, and then we can give it this table name as B, and I will join on the key on A dot manager ID, because we are joining the table based on the manager ID, and then B dot because we have given the name as employee underscore ID, so employee underscore ID, and then the columns which I'm fetching from both the tables, let's say all the columns from the first table, and then from the second table I'm taking salary. That would be the as manager salary. So let's run and see what output looks like. And we can see that for every employee ID, their manager ID salary is present. So manager ID 2 and its salary is 5,000. So we can see it's 5,000. For this manager ID 1, its salary is written here, 10,000. Similarly, for manager ID 6, its salary is showing 6,000. So we can verify from this column it's 6,000. So now the next condition, we put a filter condition where A dot salary is greater than B dot salary or the manager's salary. And in this way, we will able to find out which are those employees whose salary is greater than their managers. and we can see that there are two employees are there. Employee ID 1, its salary is 10,000, whereas its manager salary is only 5,000. And similarly for employee ID 11, its own salary is 8,000, whereas its manager ID 15 salary is 4,800.